Tasks 22, 23, 25 and 26. I listened to the conversation, Part 1. Nabila has just returned from a summer holiday cruise in the Mediterranean. She has visited Italy, Turkey and Spain. She is now chatting with some of her classmates about the places of interest she has visited in each of the 3 countries. Nadia. Welcome back, Nabila. How was your cruise? Nabila. Nice to see you all again. Oh, it was wonderful. First, I sailed from Algiers to Spain on a cruise ship. Then, I visited Italy and after that, I sailed to Istanbul with a stopover for 2 nights on the Greek island of Mykonos. Finally, I returned to Algiers after having spent 4 exciting days in Turkey. Tasks 29, 30 and 31. I listened to the conversation, Part 2. Kareem.
You lucky girl. Now, tell us the whole story from the beginning. How was your trip to Barcelona?
Nabila. You mean Granada. This is southern Spain. I didn't go to Barcelona. We disembarked at the port of Malaga, the town where the greatest Spanish painter Pablo Picasso was born. Guernica is one of his most famous paintings. I visited his family house and birthplace, which is now a museum. Kareem.
He's really a great modern artist. Do you know his date of birth?
Nabila. I think the guide told us he was born on the 25th of October 1881, but he died in France in 1973. I'm sure of that. After my visit to Malaga, I went to Granada. Nadia. I've read something interesting about the famous Alhambra Palace in Granada on the internet. Did you visit it, Nabila? Yes, of course. That was the first place I visited in Granada. One of the most fascinating palaces I have ever seen. A real wonder. Tasks 34, 35, 36, 37 and 38. I listened to the conversation, Part 3. Kareem.
Why is it called Alhambra?
Nabila. Well, Kareem, it's easy to guess, since Alhambra is an Arabic word which means red. It was called so because of its reddish walls. In Arabic, Khalat al-Hamra means red fortress. It was built in the 9th century as a military fortress and became a royal residence for the first time in the 13th century during the Nasrid dynasty. As a result, all the other emirs of Granada also used it as a residence until the fall of the city on the 2nd of January 1492 and the exile of Muslim Andalusians to North Africa, that is Morocco, Tunisia and our own country, Algeria. Nadia. Is Alhambra as big as what people say about it on the internet? Nabila. Oh, yes it is. It's a huge place. The palace extends over 100,000 square meters. Therefore, you can call it a town, not just a palace. It has a 2,000 meters long wall, 29 towers, 7 gates, a great number of halls, courtyards, gardens and fountains. The Fountain of the Lions is the most famous one. Alhambra was inscribed as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1984. Tasks 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 47 and 48. I listen to the conversation, part 4. Kareem.
So, you first visited southern Spain and then, from there, you sailed to Italy. Right?
Nabila. That's right. And the first town I visited was Pisa. It's as big as Malaga. Did you know that it's the birthplace of Galileo Galilei, the famous Italian astronomer? I did not know that before. It's also famous for its Leaning Tower, which is known worldwide. When you see the 56 meters tall tower for the first time, you think it's going to fall to the ground right away. It's amazing. Nadia. It must be very old. When was it built? Nabila. In the 12th century, if my memory serves me right. Its construction took more than 200 years, 2 centuries, to be completed. The tower is located with other famous historic monuments in a big square called the Piazza del Duomo. In 1987, UNESCO listed the miraculous tower and the other monuments as a World Heritage Site. Kareem.
Did you visit Florence? People say it is the capital of arts.
Nabila. No, but I went to Anciano, a small village 60 kilometers to the east of Pisa and the birthplace of Leonardo da Vinci, the brilliant Italian painter, scientist and engineer. I visited the house where he was born in 1452. If I remember correctly, he died at the age of 67. Nadia. Is he the one who painted the famous Mona Lisa? Nabila. That's right. The painting is kept in the Louvre Museum, in Paris. Tasks 54 and 55. I listen to the conversation, part 5. Nadia. Your cruise makes me dream. Nabila. Now, tell us about Istanbul. Nabila. It's an amazing city. It's divided into 2 parts by the Sea of Marmara. Half of the city is situated in Europe and the other half in Asia. Many of the famous landmarks and historic sites are located in the European part. So, I first visited Topkapi Palace. It used to be the residence of the Ottoman sultans between the 15th and the 19th centuries. Kareem.
Is Topkapi Palace as big as Alhambra?
Nabila. No, it's not as big as the Andalusian Palace. Topkapi is smaller. The guide told us that its area was about 80,000 square meters. It's a huge complex with many different quarters, halls, rooms, kitchens, baths, stables for horses, etc. Today, the palace is a museum, which was added to the UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites in 1985. Tasks 56, 57, 58 and 59. I listened to the conversation, part 6. Nadia. Who built this marvel? Did you know? Nabila. Nabila. Many architects contributed to its building, but the most outstanding of them all was Mimar Sinar, born around 1490. He designed many of the largest mosques in Istanbul, such as the Süleymaniye Mosque, where he is buried next to Sultan Suleiman and his wife. He died on the 17th of July 1588, if my memory serves me right. Nadia. You've seen and learned lots of interesting things, Nabila. Please, take me with you on your next cruise. Kareem.
Me too.
Nabila. I'd love to, but it's not as easy as you think.